Roger Beckys didn't have enough money to pay his mortgage because of his personal situation.
My wife and I were getting a divorce, and we were upside down on the house on the first. We had a second also, and kind of looked at all our options and said that's probably our best option is try and do a short sale.
A short sale is the sale of a house for less than the loan amount. When property prices drop significantly, it can be the best way to get relief from a mortgage you can't afford. There are many benefits in a short sale. You're able to get out of a mortgage you can't afford. You can stay in your home during the sale. It's less damaging to your credit than a foreclosure. And you won't be taxed on the debt that's unpaid.
If the lender says we're not going to approve you on a loan modification, according to the most recent Treasury guidelines, they're supposed to give the homeowner 90 days to do a short sale.
If I short sell the property, it's more of a desirable thing for my family because I get to stay under my roof, hire a real estate agent to list my property to give me current value because I've exhausted the resources. I know I can't stay here.
But if you have a short sale, in 2 years, you will be able to buy a home with a conforming loan from Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac, which are the best loans, versus if you have a foreclosure, if you walked away. I mean, what kind of a message does that send to a bank down the road that you were basically irresponsible? It's going to be a lot more difficult for you to get a loan to buy a house if you walked away from the house and it went into foreclosure.
Roger stopped making mortgage payments and repeatedly told his bank that he was going to do a short sale.
That took a good 2 months at least to finally kind of get rolling before the banks finally got on board, that got all the paperwork and stopped calling, really.
He worked with a real estate agent with experience in short sales who guided him through the process.
You list the house with a realtor, and then you put it on the market and you get offers. And the realtor then sends those offers back to the lender along with what's called a short sale package, which is all the financial information that the borrower needs to show their financial situation. And then the transaction is signed to a negotiator at the lien holder at the bank, and then they work on approving the short sale. So you do not get approval up front. You have to wait until such time as you actually get an offer, and it's when that goes in, that's when the process starts.
The process can take several months depending on how many loans are involved in the home.
It also depends upon the number of lien holders. If you have 2 different lien holders, one with Bank of America, one with Wells Fargo, that's going to be a little more challenging. It's probably going to take a little more time. But it's not unusual for these to take, on average, about 6 months.
In Roger's case, it took 5.
We owed $330 on the first and $60 on the second, and we listed for $349 and eventually sold for $345.
The difference of nearly $50,000 of his sale price and his loan price could have been taxed as income, but those taxes are being forgiven.
Now, in late 2007, the Congress, in an effort to encourage people to do short sales, passed a law signed by President Bush that said that if you borrow money to buy a house or fix up a house, and that is forgiven by the lender, that is not considered ordinary income, and you do not have to pay taxes on that debt discharge income.
While the short sale was at times a difficult process, Roger is now free of his mortgage debt.
When all said and done, the banks, both banks, said that they will not come after any further monies, I guess. You know, basically they're satisfied with the deal.
Again, the benefits of a short sale are you'll be able to get out of a mortgage you can't afford. You can stay in your home during the sale. It's less damaging to your credit than a foreclosure. And you won't be taxed on the debt that's unpaid. If you have any questions about your mortgage or want to learn about short sales, contact the Housing Opportunities Collaborative at www.myhousingforall.org or call the toll-free hotline at 1-800-462-0503 for free counseling service.